guys. So as you can see, we're in a bit of a different setup. I'm in my kitchen right now because today I'm going to be making a little mini dessert inspired by these little glasses that I got from Amazon. Mini desserts are so much fun, especially as we go into the holiday season. I thought I would share one of my versions with you guys. There's really so many different things you can do with little mini desserts, snacks, etc. Today I'm sharing with you guys what I am calling the caramel nanner treat. So if you guys are a fan of caramel bananas, stay tuned as we make this little mini dessert in these little mini glasses. Let's make my caramel nanner treat. So let's start with the ingredients. First up, we will be making pudding with this Jello pack. I've chosen the flavor vanilla to go with the caramel and the banana flavor. There's simple 5-minute instructions to create the pudding on the back of the package. Next up, we will of course be using some bananas here. And for the caramely goodness, I got this caramel sauce. To add a little bit of crunch, I chose to get pecan chips. Of course, this mini dessert was inspired by these cups that I got off Amazon. And these little spoons come with them too, which will be very handy. As I said, I really enjoy mini desserts. I'm very excited to try different things with these little cups. They came in a pack of 40 from Shindig Essentials, so I'm going to have a lot of room to play around with different desserts or snacks, anything that my mind comes up with. Next up, you will need a measuring cup for making the pudding. You will also need a bowl and a whisk for making the pudding as well. We will be using some milk to create the pudding. And I will be using this plate and knife to slice up our bananas. We will also be using some delicious whipped cream, but that part comes at the end. So to start, we're going to be making the vanilla pudding first. So looking at the back for the directions, it says 5-minute pudding directions. 3 cups cold milk. Beat pudding mix and milk with whisk for 2 minutes. Pudding will be soft set in 5 minutes. Just opening up the box, we're going to take the package and go ahead and open it. This is when we will be using our measuring cup, as we need to measure out 3 cups of cold milk. And you could easily switch this to a non-dairy alternative if you prefer. From here, we are going to take the powder and slowly whisk it in beating the pudding together as the package read. Now, we will be letting it sit for about 5 minutes, so moving on to the next part. So while our pudding is setting, we're going to use our caramel sauce to decorate the side of the cup briefly. It's a great thing about having clear cups is you can decorate them in different ways. I know for 4th of July, I've made layered desserts that have red, white, and blue. Today we'll just be showcasing the caramel and the different layers of this specific dessert. And who doesn't love a little extra delicious caramel sauce? Next up, we're going to take our banana and go ahead and peel it. From there, we're going to be cutting the banana into pieces. Just a normal slice is fine, but we will be going back and making them a little smaller as well, just to fully fit that mini dessert feel. And here I'm just slicing the pieces in half just to make them a little bit smaller so that it fits better with our mini dessert theme. Now that we've waited, our pudding has clearly set and is ready to use. Now, as I said, we're going to be layering in our mini cups. We will be starting with a layer of pudding. Just using a basic spoon, we're going to do the first layer of our vanilla pudding in our little mini cups. Now, I don't have an exact amount that you should use. I mostly eyeball it when I'm making these layered type desserts. Another reason why it's nice to have a clear cup, because you're able to see how far up the edge you are with each layer. And here we can see a little bit of the caramel sauce down the side to the bottom and our first layer of the vanilla pudding. From there we will be adding our crunch factor and be placing our pecan chips as the next layer on top of the vanilla pudding. Once again, I just estimate about how many pecans I would like to add. And as you might have guessed, our next step is to layer the small pieces of banana on top of the nuts. I'm doing roughly 3 pieces of banana, but it just kind of depends on the size of the banana and the size of your mini cups. And of course, add a layer of caramel for deliciousness. And from there, we will continue to layer our different ingredients, starting with a layer of the vanilla pudding, and adding our pecan chips on top. Followed by our slices of banana. Don't forget the delicious caramel sauce layer as well. Just continuing to create that layered look in our little mini dessert. And now we are ready for our final touch. We will be adding whipped cream to the top of our desserts. Give it a good shake and whip it up. Just a cute little way to top off our dessert. Now, you can choose if you would like to put anything on top of the whipped cream. I will personally be adding some caramel sauce, but you could very well add some nuts on top as well, or even some banana slices if you like. That's the best thing about these little treats, is you can just make them up as you go. And there we have it, my little caramel nanner treat. A little mini dessert that's so great for little parties, or maybe movie nights. As I said, for holidays it's great as well. It's super easy to make, and you can come up with a lot of different creations with these little mini cups. As I said, I got mine from Amazon, from Shindig Essentials, and I'll link that in the description for you guys. I had a lot of fun making this and sharing this with you guys, and perhaps it even inspired you to create your own mini dessert. Alright, now we're going to finish the dessert with the lovely spoon that comes with these. And it's done. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little mini cooking video with just a really easy dessert, I think. A dessert that you can definitely have fun with and create different sorts of recipes that you come up with. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.